What are you doing? Are you for real, rainbow trout? Hey everyone, it's a beautiful morning here on the Goulburn River. Now, when I like to approach rivers like this, pieces of water like this, I keep a really simple approach. My kind of aim is to essentially choose the water type that I think the fish are going to be in on the day, and then from there, choose the right technique that'll fish that water most efficiently and effectively. So, for example, if you had some nice uniform water, uniform currents, not too broken, kind of like pools and glides, stuff like that, Nymph under dry is really, really good for that sort of water. Then let's say you came to some fast, broken, complicated stuff, some pockets, some reverses, weed channels, all of that stuff. In that water, I really like Euro nymphing, like double nymph or single nymph in there. So what I'm going to do, jump in, have a bit of fish around, see where the fish are at. The river's only just come down, so it'll be nice, but it'll be interesting to see where the fish are positioned today. But yeah, we'll catch some fish and it'll be a bit of fun. Alright, so I'm set up with my nymph under dry here. I've got a little CDC caddis on there. I've got a black and blue nymph on to start. Just going to work our way through this nice uniform water. This looks a little bit deep for what I've got at the moment, but we'll make some drifts there. We can change if we really want to. We can come back and double nymph it if we really wanted to, or we can just leave it because I think we'll catch them, you know, up a bit further anyway. But we'll start by getting some just nice, clean, long drifts. It's a really nice way to kind of get the feel of, you know, how the river's fishing, what's happening, and it's super pleasant and relaxing too. Because it is a bit deep here, I'll make my drifts up here, but then I can do what I actually did on that first cast, which is chuck it up and across, and then I can actually make a couple of mends and fish it down beneath me, just to extend my drift and save me having to kind of wade across there. Need to change this rig. Alright, I've just added a little bit more depth for myself because I think this is deceptively deep in here. It's got a little bit of a weird current going on. So I'm going to fish some up, get them down, coming around to the side of me. Oh. Want to free my drift up there with a mend. It's a really weird, complex, sucky current there. Got you. Oh, that extra bit of depth did help, but I am still thinking that this is just that bit quick and deep for this technique. So I'm going to push on up above. If I want, I'll come back here with some with 2 nymphs on my dedicated nymphing rod. But I just had to lengthen my dropper there just to see, because I was like, surely there's got to be one that's happy to eat in here. It's a nice rainbow. Come on, mate. Thank you. Nice healthy rainbow on the heron partridge. I'm going to change my rig back and just fish some of this more mid-depth water, because that was just didn't quite feel right. And it's one of those things, sometimes you don't know until you fish it. And especially on a river like this where the height goes up and down and up and down. You know, you don't always you don't always know when you come to the piece of water. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, that looks really deep. Where I was just fishing, probably a miracle that rainbow actually came up and ate. This stuff here looks far more pleasant. Like that, a little one. And that's a good sign. Oh, dangs. So often you find if it's feeling like it's too hard and it is too much effort, probably not the right technique or the right water. Whereas here, this is just like nymph under dry dream. Nice, consistent, easy drifts. It's really relaxing to fish. Got you. Another little bopper. Oh, it's come off as well. At least they're in this stuff. That is good. I'm thinking there's a little bit more depth out to the right, but I don't want to make those casts until I feel like I've just ruled out this nice little bit of a piece here. See that one rise there? Go on, slide across and eat that nymph. Alright, let's see if we can get a cast to that one. That should go reasonably close. Got him. That was cool. Even though you were sipping little mayfly there, happy to come up and eat a CDC sedge, CDC caddis. Nice little brown. Thank you, mate. Very cool. Thank you, buddy. Well, there you go. What a difference that is, just coming into like the right piece here compared to just trying to slave away through that that bigger, deeper water that probably wasn't, you know, ideal nymph under dry water because it was that little bit deep, a little bit quick. And ultimately I just misread it initially. But then once you're up here, you go fish, fish, fish over there. So that's really good. All right, let's keep going. It is so nice just fishing a floating line. Such a pleasant way to fish. Be interesting to see if there are a few more out in this piece over here. Kind of a bit zippy here. There's a slack pocket there where my fly is, and this current's a little bit too quick. My drift's not looking super nice through there because of that. It's much slower up there now that my line's out of this current here. Got you that time. Wasn't the best drift ever. Almost looked like it got caught again by that little bit of a zippy current. Come here, Mr. Brown. Ooh. That is a beautiful, healthy little brown. Thank you, Matey. That fish was just kind of, you can see by the current here, it kind of drops into little stages. That fish was just off the lip of like this little bit of gravel that's up there. I'm going to make some drifts further across, I reckon, with the nymph under dry. But it is, you know, it's getting to that depth and pace where I'm going, maybe I should be fishing with my Euro nymphing rod or my line up off the water, because as you can see, there's starting to get like little, like the current up there is essentially making all these little mini pockets which are kind of like pushing and pulling my fly line and leader in a way that I'm not happy about. I feel like it's give me a little bit of drag. It's not the end of the world, but what drag does is it pulls my nymph up out of the zone. So that I'm not happy about. But we'll see if there are a couple that are happy to come up and eat in this stuff here. It's got a little bit more depth where that fly's drifting now. Just getting caught. You can see that current's got a bit of like pull to it. I feel like there should be plenty of fish over there, and I just feel like at the moment I'm not getting to them. Here we go, try and fish that seam down. There is one. They're definitely in that stuff and I'm just not catching them. Through the fly line, buddy. Come on, let's not tangle ourselves up. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow. So nice. It is so pleasant fishing the Goulburn at this height. It is just nice, easy to wade. Throw the nymph under dry up. Have fish eating both the dry and the nymph. It's so pleasant. Got you. That's a nice fish. That was the spot I was saying before. I felt like I was leaving them just because I couldn't get the right drift because my line was laying across the current weirdly. And there you go, just like that. Different body position and line laying across the water. And looks like a nice brown. Stay down. It is a nice little brown. Come on, buddy. Thank you. What a beautiful fish. Look at that lovely brown trout. Thank you, bud. Keep making, oh, just saw one rise up in the top right there. Make a few more drifts through here. You see this river, it feels and looks so featureless at times, but what is the feature often is this sort of thing here and there, where you just have these kind of little scalloped out pieces of gravel. So it creates that little depression in that pocket that we can't see for the fish to hold in. Oh, that's not a great drift. This here, I'll keep making these drifts, but I should go grab my nymphing rod, which is just behind me on the bank, and fish up into this top corner here. Because at the moment I'm starting to fish nymph under dry in a way that I kind of wouldn't normally. But I love the take so much. I love watching the dry go under. I almost enjoy the dry going under. It's, like that as much as a dry fly eat. I'm a bit weird like that. Because all of that beautiful water over there, I think I'll fish with my nymphing rod, just because I can keep my line up off the water, fish a few different currents. Whereas here, I'll show you before I go do, if I was to cast over there into that nice slack water, look at this line here, the big belly of fly line, and then I've got to overman and just overfish, and it'll be, yeah, not super pleasant to fish with this technique. You could walk over there, but then you're going to kind of, you may as well just be reaching over anyway. Before I do though, I will throw a couple of drifts just here where it drops off the shelf. No, I'll come back and do that with my nymphing rod. Oh. Or do I just do it like that? I reckon I'll do it with my nymphing rod. Now I'm on the way down. Oh, another brown. Definitely in that, but as you saw, I didn't catch them on my way up just because I couldn't get the drift right, because of how the current laid across my line and all of that stuff. Oh. Come on, Mr. Fish. Strong brown. Thank you, matey. Another beautiful, healthy fish. Look at that. That bit of line off. Thank you, mate. All right. Well, as I'm swapping techniques, gonna jump in, do a bit of nymphing. It's a great time to mention that if you are interested in some tuition, coaching on the water, guiding, if you want to attend one of my clinics, jump over to my website. There's also a link in the description there. You can check all of that out. Great time of year to be on the water, especially on a river like this. Also, don't forget flies. All the stuff I'm using here today you can purchase. My signature range is available at firelife.com.au. Go to the shop tab, look at flies, and all my patterns are there. You can also look at all the gear that I'm using today in the description below. There are links to that there, so drop down, use the tab to go down, check out what I'm using, and yeah, we'll get back into the fishing. All right, so I have got my nymphing rod here. I've got it set so I can have 2 nymphs on there. I've got a gold bead heron partridge on the point. Need to pop something on the top. Gonna fish, like I said just before, this stuff here that I felt I missed, and then up into that nice complex stuff. I'm not gonna bother with that really deep stuff where I started and got that like one loose rainbow nymph under dry, because I mean, there's probably plenty of fish there, but there's, you know, heaps of fish to have fun with up here. So I do enjoy catching fish in shallower water as well. I just find it a little bit more dynamic and enjoyable. All right. I won't spend too long in this little bit here, just because I did throw the odd nymph under dry cast through here at the end. I mainly want to be able to fish out the swing occasionally, because you will catch them there, but I feel like over here I did leave some, and there's that nice soft kind of bit of depth on that far side as well. Oh, just came off. No way. Dangs. Thought there had to be one there. What are you doing? Are you for real, rainbow trout? What are you doing, mate? Come on, let's settle down. How epic is this river? It is just amazing. Really glad I'm able to show everyone watching this that how the waters fish differently. Like that, you know, like I just couldn't really effectively get drifts through this stuff on my other setup, so I kind of, if I wanted to do it effectively and catch them, I had to do it this way. But stay out of my feet. But as with that water there, if you don't want to fish it, like, you don't have to, there's no stress, you can do whatever you like. Come on, such a strong fish. Thank you, mate. You are a chunk. What a strong, fired up rainbow trout you are. Thank you. can't remember, it's busy talking, I can't actually remember where I was fishing before. In here somewhere. Go on, eat the swing. Has to be one there. I'm cheating, casting a little bit across current, but I'm expecting there to be one like that in the water where I can't really wade because it gets too deep down there. It's a nice rainbow again. Oh. Oh. I'm down this. Such fired up fish. Guess they've had a season and a year of raging torrent. So that's what they're used to fighting, used to swimming again. So they're all turbocharged. Calm down. Thank you, matey. Top dropper fish. Come on. How is that fish that strong for that size? That's crazy. And we walk back up. Alright, and we're back. Now there are a lot of fish on this soft edge over here. I'll make another one across over that far side there. Got you. Oh, no way. That is crazy. That's such a nice fish. That was such a subtle take. I just saw my line kind of hesitate. Good fish. Oh, nice brown. You're far wiser than your rainbow cousins, because this one's settling down. Come on, we got you. That was beautiful. What a beautiful, strong, healthy fish. Pop, where's heron partridge? There it is. Oh, barely hooked as well. Thank you. What a fish. Lovely fish. Whew. All right, we could keep fishing there and maybe keep catching them, but I think we'll fish a little bit of this before I wrap this video up. Just some different water. Whew. So many fish in this river, it's crazy. Make a few drifts through this. We'll work our way across to this other side. We'll swing the odd one down as well, just to rule it out. Really hard in the shade to actually read the depth, to see if I'm fishing the right stuff. Oh, that's shallow. That's actually very shallow. Interesting. Got you. On that seam, right where that kind of bubble line is and that soft edge, another brown. Thank you. Save us the walk downstream again. You're a fit, healthy fish, mate. Come on. Untangle this. Come on. Oop. Should be more in this. This looks beautiful. Got you. Oh gosh. That rainbow wanted it animated and nearly just took out the camera. Calm down. Easy, easy. I'm in a very awkward spot because this fish goes downstream with the hook size I'm on, which is a 16. I'm not going to be able to muscle it upstream. I'm just going to have to go with it. So kind of hoping it stays there. Gotcha. That's better. There's a kind of a point where if you're, fishing, a smallish fly, pop that guy back. If you're fishing like a smallish fly, like a 16, you don't have the gape, the hook to actually muscle them and kind of pull them upstream. So you'll find if you pull them up, you're going to lose a lot of fish, because as you would have seen with that brown trout earlier in the video, they can be hooked by like the tiniest little bit of skin. And if you pull too hard, they just come off. I'm just gonna swing a couple out over there. Back up and make just a couple more drifts into this. It doesn't look as good, this little bit, as it does over there. A lot of annoying upwelling in this little bit here. I'm going to move back onto this little bit of a seam here. Got you. Oh, that's a nice fish. Does feel like a very nice fish. Line out from there. Have not seen it yet. Where are you? Oh, that is a nice one. Okay, we're going down with this one. I think it's a good brown looking at it. I want it to stay out of these weed plumes. Come on. Stay out of that grass. Up under that weed. That was lucky. It went up under that stuff there. You see, I'm kind of not trying to rush this fish, because you can't really rush big ones. I want to get a look at where the hook set is, so I can know how much pressure I can put on it. That's a big rainbow. That's why. Big rainbow. on a size 16 perdigan. Come on, mister. Well, it would not be a day on the Goulburn without finishing with a big, beautiful stock rainbow. Have a look at that fish. And the little fly in the mouth there. That is a cracker. Absolute cracker. Oh. Alright, well, after that beautiful last fish, I'm going to wrap that up. I hope you enjoyed watching me kind of tackle this piece of water this morning. Yeah, a lot of great lessons. Like, as you saw, nymph under dry was good. It had its place. It's my favorite way to fish. I love it. It's so much fun. But then when you get up into, you know, this complex stuff or a little bit more depth, Euro nymphing really comes into its own. And it's a technique that if you want to maximize that water, it's worth getting into. So as always, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, all the flies I used in this video, you can get them. Go to flylife.com.au, go down to the shop tab, you'll see there's all the flies there. My signature range is there as well. You can purchase them. I'll pop the link in the description below. Also, if you're interested in guiding this time of the year, awesome time to be on the Goulburn. Also, check out my website for my clinics, all of that stuff there, information on guiding, rates, everything's there as well. And as always, the gear, the description to the rods, the lines, the leaders, all of that is in the description as well. So you can check out all that stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next video.